Welcome to Beauty Spaces, a show that's all about you, how you look, and how you feel about yourself. I'm your host, Kirsten Hill.
And I'm Shelley Sanders. You know, beauty is much more than just skin deep. So on today's Beauty Spaces, we're going to look into how you can not only look better and perform better, but how you can feel better as well.
So you don't want to miss it. See it all right here on today's Beauty Spaces.
Radio waves have proven to be a safe and effective way of reducing wrinkles. And I know it sounds like futuristic science fiction, but it's a reality. And the best part is, it won't break the bank.
For Beauty Spaces, here's Michelle Russo.
As we get older, our skin begins to lose firmness. We start to form wrinkles as early as our mid-20s. Despite the many treatments available to help reduce the signs of aging on our faces, most prove to have shortcomings, ranging from safety issues to simply not being very effective for any length of time. Here at Beauty Spaces, we're constantly on the outlook for beauty treatments that help aid in the slowing down of the aging process. I'm here with Dr. Michael Stamper, a board-certified facial plastic surgeon who's here to discuss a new treatment he's embraced that may be the answer for many. Thanks for joining us, Dr. Stamper.
Thanks for having me, Michelle.
Well, can you tell me a little bit about the treatments and how they help skin firmness and skin tightness?
The treatment's called Pellevé, and it's done by gradually, progressively heating the skin with virtually no pain. The wand that we use essentially massages the skin over a treatment gel, and I continue to heat in a very gradual way until I get the skin to a therapeutic temperature where we know we're affecting the collagen. Because as we age, we lose volume, and as the skin softens, we need to firm it to that remaining volume.
How does it work?
By gradually and progressively heating with a wand-type device. It feels like a warm massage. Essentially goes from warm to warmer, and at the therapeutic temperature that we're trying to reach, we'll stop the heating.
What should someone expect during the Pellevé procedure?
The procedure, unlike the other skin tightening procedures, is actually truly painless. Because we're bringing the heat of the skin up gradually rather than suddenly, the patient actually experiences something akin to a warm massage. And we really do have a target temperature to get to, but we get there in a gradual fashion. So I'll start massaging the skin with the treatment probe and essentially monitor the skin color, the temperature that I might feel on the back of my hand, and we ask the patient, if you feel as if it's getting hot, just say so, and we'll move to the next area. But after very few treatments, the provider gets used to being able to move pretty much without having the patient have to tell them.
What should someone expect after the Pellevé procedure?
Immediately after the procedure, they should expect to see their skin, firmer and tighter, because we actually treat to a clinical endpoint, meaning I'm not going to stop heating and contracting that skin until I see lifting, firming, and smoothing. We set the patient up at the halfway point, they look in the mirror, and typically they just say, wow.
Wow.
How long will the Pellevé procedure last?
The study that was done to get the FDA clearance showed continued improvement up to 6 months. We have several operators around the world who've had the device for over 2 years, and many of them have seen patients go up to 2 years needing no further treatment.
So who's an appropriate candidate for this procedure?
Well, anybody who has aging concerns is really a candidate to rejuvenate their collagen, firm their skin, or smooth their skin. It's up to the patient to speak to their physician as far as how appropriate it is for them based on their skin type, their age, and what they're really looking to accomplish.
And what do you see as the main advantage of Pellevé over other skin tightening procedures?
The biggest advantage I see in my practice is the fact that I can get a result every time.
Dr. Stamper, what else do you think is important to mention?
It's important for people to know that getting a Pellevé treatment really turns the clock back on the aging process of the skin itself, because as you lose collagen, as it thins, if you don't firm it up, heat it up, and get it to contract, you'll just continue on that spiral of softening, loosening, and sagging. By getting the Pellevé treatment, you can firm, contract, lift, and really turn the clock back on that progressive change that causes the wrinkles, folds, and loose skin that leads to surgery.
That was 4 weeks ago. I'd like you to meet Mimi Evans.
Hi.
Hello, Mimi. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. It's good to see you again.
See you again.
Well, I have to say, you really do look amazing. And I'm not just saying that, you really do. You look very refreshed. How do you feel?
I feel like I'm glowing. You know, I'm not ashamed to tell you, and everyone else, I guess, that I'm 60 years old. I'm a grandmother. I've had no plastic surgery, and, you know, I feel wonderful. People can't believe it. You kind of feel like your skin really, it's kind of from the inside out. Mm-hmm. You feel like it's really glowing, and it becomes a lot more elastic and not crepey or dry or anything. I mean, the moisture really has increased as well. It's very gradual and yet very, very evident. And people notice, you know, people do notice your skin, and they notice something, you know, like, what have you done? And it's... So I know, and it's very clear, and it's very evident. So definitely I'm going to keep it up.
And I know that Linda Hendrick also had the procedure done, and I'd love to see if Linda looks just as beautiful as you do. So Linda, could you please come on out? Let's take a look at your beautiful face. Hello, Linda. How are you?
Hello.
It's wonderful to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And I'm stunned. I mean, you both just look stunning. Your face also looks very fresh, very natural. You also don't have hardly any makeup on. You look beautiful.
Exactly.
So how do you feel now after the procedure?
I feel great. It's been a great experience. When I found out some of the details of that Pellevé, I thought, this is something I want to explore more, because there's literally no downtime. It doesn't take very long, and it pretty much is very effective. So I was very anxious to try it, and I'm delighted with the results.
Well, Dr. Stamper, I'd love for you to please point out where the procedure, what differences the procedure did on Linda's face.
Well, in her case, she's actually a little more difficult compared to somebody with fuller features, because she's had a lot of thinning with aging. But as long as we heat it firm enough and persistently enough, we'll get any skin to contract. So she had the same softness or melting appearance in the cheeks. She actually had a softening in the jawline. And that's another thing we really see pretty consistently, is to firm up that jawline, a very common request. And some flattening in the folds here, because here on her face there was more of a true fold rather than a groove, and you can see some good flattening there. Mm-hmm. And with subsequent treatments, that just gets progressively better, because we're ratcheting down that tightening each time we treat it.
Well, it is very exciting, and I'm excited for you.
I'm excited too, and I'm looking forward to my next treatment,
which I hear is, you probably won't need for a long period of time, which
probably
is
not. Yeah, but I'm certainly going to do it again.
We'll allow patients to have treatments every 6 to 8 weeks, pretty much until they're happy. So sometimes you'll have someone in one treatment, be very pleased, and others who will want to come back and say, I want more.
Well, you look fabulous, and thank you both so much for being here. And Dr. Stamper, thank you for all the information. I really feel like our viewers have most of their questions answered. And if you need more information, please log on to designingspaces.tv. Click into Beauty Spaces to view this part of the show again, and to find out more information about Pellevé. And to visit Pellevé.com. For Beauty Spaces, I'm Michelle Russo.
We have covered a wide range of topics today. We even hit up the guys.
Oh, I definitely had some favorites, that's for sure.
Oh? You're not going to share?
I'm not going to tell you now, because we've got to wrap up the show.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll talk later. Yes. For now, thanks for joining us on Beauty Spaces. I'm Shelley Sanders.
And I'm Kirsten Hill. We'll see you next time.
You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Beauty Spaces.